Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sisters at home, viewers at home. Today is another day, and Ramadan is progressing bit by bit. We thank Allah for His grace, because it is just Allah's grace that we are here today, that we are still here, that we can still speak to ourselves. It is just Allah's grace. We thank Him for this. May Allah accept our gratitude. May He spare our lives, preserve us to be able to witness more of this on the surface of the earth. And may He accept the little we are able to offer as act of ibadah from us. Today, we're looking at, it's just a continuation of what we have been talking about since the beginning of Ramadan. The last time we talked to ourselves about Muslimah and we have talked about Muslimah and a character and a chastity. Now today we are looking at a Muslimah and a nation building. Now I ask a question. What is the difference between a Muslimah and a Muslim? Why the feminine Muslimah? Because remember, when Allah was about to create humanity, what did He tell the angels? Inni jahilu fil ardi khalifa. So in other words, if a man is a vicegerent of Allah on the surface of the earth, a woman is also. So whatever that a man can do to make the society better, a woman can also do. But our own is far, far, far greater than that of a man. Why? Because when we were discussing about a Muslimah and a home, we enumerated many things that because from that whatever comes out of that we be the perfect picture of the society. And how do we contribute to our own quota to the development of our nation? There is no difference between what men do and what we do too. In other words, inna salati wa nusuki wa ma yahya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. Everything we are going to do, everything that will make Nigeria better, everything that we make this society a society that people will reckon with, will be regarded as acts of ibadah, will be regarded as acts of worship. Because I mentioned the other time that when you enter a society, the Prophet of Islam says, if you find peace, ask the women therein. And if it is otherwise, ask about the women therein. So our duties as women in the building of this nation is not that different from that of men. We are to uphold the good character. We are to preach what is good and forbid people from doing evil. Remember what Allah says in the Quran, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. Remember that وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. Thus Allah has made you a balanced community. لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. So that at the end of the day, you become witnesses over mankind. وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. And the Prophet of Islam, the Prophet of Allah, become a witness over all of you. Sisters in Islam, how do we become witnesses over mankind if we do not contribute our own quota to the development of this society? I learned that the Yahoo boys, the mothers of the Yahoo boys now have association of, they call it Association of Mothers of Yahoo Boys. In a sane society, is that a pride? Is that something to celebrate? that your son is a fraudster, that your son is engaging in cyber crime, that your son is engaging in theft, and you are celebrating it. Is that how to contribute to the development of a society? Is that how to build a healthy and enviable society, a nation that will be reckoned with in the community of nations? Sisters in Islam, let us wake up to our responsibilities. Let us wake up to our duties as Muslimah in our society. Forbid evil and enjoying goodness, as Allah says in the Quran, as Allah has enjoined us in the Quran. You know, تَكُنْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَعْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. Allah did not stop there. It says in another place, الَّذِينَ إِن مَّكَّنَّاهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ أَقَامُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَوُا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَمَرُوا بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَنَهَوْا عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Those who, when they are given authority on the surface of the earth, what do? They establish prayers. They give alms from their wealth. They forbid evil. They enjoy goodness. In other words, when you see people perpetrating evil, you do not join them. Rather, you correct them. If you are able to correct them through your tongue, you can practicalize how to do it better. If you are unable to do that, says by the Prophet of Islam, he says you should hate it by your heart. وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. And that is the weakest of faith. That there is nothing we can do to read. So, well, I don't like it, but I don't have any power. وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. That is the weakest of faith. But then you hate it. At least you condemned it in your heart, rather than celebrating it. To build a nation, a healthy one at that, we have to come together and work together that this nation must be good. In my home, I must tell my children that this is how to be, how to behave in the society. This is how to build a healthy and enviable society. Look at it. About 3 days ago, one of our sons is somewhere in the world. They wanted to do something at one embassy. And as soon as they saw Nigerian passports on him, they started shouting, Nigerian, Nigerian, Nigerian. Then the boy started crying. That's what offense did I commit? That a Djiboutian, that we were on the same queue, or a Somalian, that we were on the same queue together, a Togolese, and somebody from Benin, a Beninois, were reckoned with. So when it was his own turn, as a Nigerian, they started shouting, Nigerian, Nigerian, Nigerian. What offense did I commit? He started crying. He was calling, Mommy, I need to change my passports. I need to change my passport. I didn't know what I have done. That when they saw the green passport on me, they started shouting, everybody. They were like, no. Then they are calling him. Different treatment from those boys from, you can imagine, Djibouti, very tiny country. You can imagine somebody coming from Somalia that is reckoned with. Somebody coming from Togo there, reckoned with, as different from somebody coming from Nigeria. You can imagine the trauma our children are passing through by holding the Nigerian passports. How do we correct all this? How do we make Nigeria, how do we make it great again? How do we contribute to the development of Nigeria to have become an enviable nation in the community of nations? How do we contribute to its betterment? Sisters in Islam, let us start from home. And when we start from home, let us reflect it in our action. And when we come out of the home, when we get to the larger society, let us, project what we say. Let us walk the talk. Let us walk the talk. Let us make this society a better place for all of us, and especially for our children, the future generation. May Allah accept all this from us as act of ibadah. May Allah make Nigeria a better society, a better nation, an enviable one that it was before now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.